In this next lesson, we're going to learn about polynomials and operations with polynomials. This is a very vocabulary-heavy unit, so we're going to start with vocabulary. Recall that a polynomial is an expression that contains more than one monomial term. You might remember earlier in the year we defined the word monomial. It was a term that consisted of numbers, variables, and the product of numbers and variables. And the exponents on the variables had to be whole numbers. So x squared plus 3x minus 4 is an example of a polynomial. Now polynomials have characteristics, one of which is the degree. Remember, we look at the degree by finding the highest monomial degree. So in our example, the x squared plus 3x minus 4, x squared has degree 2 because it has an exponent of 2. 3x has an exponent of 1 because it's 3 times x to the first power, so that's degree 1. And then negative 4 would have degree 0 because you could think of it as 4 times x to the 0. There are no x's in the 4 term. And out of those degrees, 2, 1, and 0, the largest degree is the one that goes with the polynomial. So that first example would have been degree 2. Now we do have special words for the first couple degrees. A degree 1 polynomial is called linear. A degree 2 polynomial is called quadratic. A degree 3 polynomial is called cubic. And a degree 4 polynomial is called quartic. Anything above that, we don't have a special name for. So if there was a 5th degree polynomial, that's all you would call it, 5th degree polynomial. There's not a special name that goes with that. Another way that we classify polynomials is based on the number of terms. A polynomial with one term is called a monomial, such as 2x. A polynomial with 2 terms is called a binomial, such as 2x minus 4. And a polynomial with 3 terms is called a trinomial, such as x squared plus x minus 11. If a polynomial has more than 3 terms, there's not a special name for it. You'll just say it is a polynomial with 4 terms or a polynomial with 5 terms. And one last vocabulary word for now, leading coefficient. The leading coefficient of a polynomial is the coefficient of the monomial with the highest degree. So in this example, 3x cubed minus 2x plus 1, the leading coefficient is a 3 because the highest degree is the x cubed and the number in front of the x cubed is a 3. One common misconception that you should be careful about, if I rewrote this as negative 2x plus 1 plus 3x cubed, that's the same thing. I'm using the addition, commutative property of addition. The leading coefficient would still be 3. So it doesn't matter whether or not the polynomial was originally written in standard form. It's still looking at the highest degree, which is this 3, and then this would be the leading coefficient.